Welcome to Dudes Are Us.
Now let's start the show.
Ooh.
Yep. Let's get
All right. That's live.
Antiques Roadshow. Yep.
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 Oh, yeah. It is... What month is it? July 9th, 2025. We're broadcasting live from Roblox,
Yes.
episode 85 or something. 86.
187. 100. 86. Is this 86?
This episode already has a lot of potential. I can feel it.
Yeah. Fuck you. Let's see. Olive Vile, Aaron Jesse on Spotify. Everyone go on Spotify and fight back. This guy commented on the Let Me Catch Elon Outside episode and said some very hateful things, did not need to be said.
Unnecessary. We say hateful things, but they're typically a little bit funny.
I'll read it word for word on his I finally remembered I reset the password on the email that I have for the Spotify stuff. And it said 10 days ago, what WTF? This wasn't an episode worth listening to at all. Wasted my fucking time. Bullshit. 3 exclamation points. First of all, how dare you? That's fucking insane.
Uncalled for.
Yeah. Totally uncalled for.
In what universe would us describing what we're doing while playing a video game not be S tier? What is there a tier higher than S tier? S tier content.
That's Patreon content.
Yeah.
That's like you pay $70 a month content for that. And we did it for free.
Free. We did, and I think we made maybe 3 or 4 of those.
Is it wrong to be playing video games on the podcast? I don't think so. What's wrong with that? Just you want to act like you're hanging out with us, and that's what you're going to get.
At that time in our lives, we were doing a lot of that.
Yeah. At
Some
the top,
might say too much.
Go subscribe to Spotify. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Go to YouTube, DRUBOYZ, and then type in like Dudes Are Us, and it'll pop up. Subscribe, comment on the videos.
They're getting views.
And subscribe to the Apple one and all the other streaming platforms we're on. So yeah, take that, Alvo, Aaron, Jesse. You can go
get a better name.
Kill yourself. How about, and if you're still listening, then we could talk about this offline. Unsubscribe. Yeah, we could talk about this offline on Reddit, maybe a DM on Reddit or something.
Join the page. Join the what do we have? Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord and talk to everybody. How about that? They'll vouch for us.
You're not sharing pictures of the fish you eat.
Yeah, you fucking asshole. All of our fucking people on Discord will tell you we're good fucking people. Am I right? Am I wrong about that? Because that's what it is.
You're for sure right.
What are you gonna fucking do about it?
It's not because we bully the people that don't like us until they leave. Yeah.
You're fucking next, buddy. You're fucking next. We'll get Patrick C on your fucking ass. How about that?
Oh my God. You're fucking finished.
R.I.P. Sorry, Patrick C. and his relationship. R.I.P.
Yeah, it's always rough when that happens.
Yep. R.I.P. to they them from Patrick C. Right?
Yep. But every ending is a new beginning, and I think this will be the start of something very great
Something new. More drugs.
for Patrick C. Definitely that, and maybe other things too. Chicago's in many ways the land of opportunity. The last place left where there is opportunity.
Illinois. That's right. Yeah, so what did I miss today? Everybody's talking about pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
They didn't do they sealed back the
No.
Epstein stuff. Is that what it is?
And not even that they sealed them. So what we've been people have been talking for like I don't know how long ago that happened, like 4 years ago or something. So maybe more than that because he killed himself during Trump's first term. Anyway, people have been talking about that shit for a while, being like, when are they going to release the files? Like, which is insane because obviously the fact that no one has done it yet means it's not ever going to happen. There's just too much there. But then, like, what was it, like 2 months ago or something? Pam Bondi, our retarded attorney general, was like, "They're on my desk right now. I'm reviewing them, and we're gonna release them." And then they
Oh, you
didn't.
got
They
it.
like released a binder of like all the shit that everyone already knew. And then, yeah, what was it, like 2 days ago or a day ago? They were like, actually, they don't even exist. Not where, hey, we're keeping them sealed because there's stuff on there like that. I mean, this is how stupid he thinks his supporters are. Because obviously, if you said, hey, like, there's so much shit on those that it would like,
Get
it
'em.
would, it would cause like the world to collapse, which
Yeah.
can't be true, but you know what I mean. If it was like every person, like, there's too much shit there, it's too many problems for people. We're not releasing them. No one could handle that. But he also knows he can't just say, like, you can't say you're keeping them sealed without giving a reason. So instead, he's just like, they don't actually exist. This thing we've been talking about for like the last 6 years, actually, it's not even there. It's like, oh, there is no client list. There is no thing. And it's like, you've talked about it.
There's no client. That's okay. So it all comes down to this. It's back to the Epstein stuff then. Okay.
I
And
mean,
there's
and then,
no client list. What does that mean? Where did the client list come from in the first place?
oh, where'd the like rumor about it?
Yeah.
I
Was
think
it
probably
the
one of those like,
documentary?
I mean, my assumption is it does exist, but let's say it doesn't. I mean, I think it was the thing. The thing is, if it was invented by some like QAnon Twitter guy 6 years ago and it didn't exist, somebody at this point, somebody by now would have said
Before,
it
yeah.
doesn't exist. Like Biden would have said, like Biden was asked the same questions. Trump had a chance the first time around and could have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's a conspiracy theory. It doesn't exist. He never said that until now. Like, for some weird reason, like, you genuinely get the sense that, like, the whatever fucking reptiles called him and were like, hey, you need to make you need to make a statement about this now. And then he did the thing. He did the like, oh, you got to find the clip of it, but it's like the funniest fucking thing. He gets asked about it at his like cabinet meeting yesterday or 2 days ago, where they're like, hey, you know, like, oh, and Pam Bondi's sitting there. And they're like, hey, a couple months ago, Pam Bondi was asked about the Epstein files, and she said they were sitting on her desk. She was going to release them very soon once they've been like reviewed. And now you're saying they don't exist. Like, what the fuck is that about? Well, they didn't say fuck, but it's the news.
Get
What's
their
that
ass.
about? And Trump does the thing. He does the thing where he goes, oh my gosh, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? It's been years, guys. Like, get over it.
Yes,
That's like literally. He's like, that's old news. Like, move on. We're doing big things in this country right now. I don't want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Get a life.
Oh my God, he did the. I threw up in the 10th grade. Get over it.
Yes, yes. Are you guys still talking about when I called the teacher mom? Guys, it's not even like, okay, in fourth grade, yeah, it was funny. It's not funny anymore.
Guys, everybody jerks off in homeroom, okay? Sometimes you got to get. God, stop talking about that. That happened like 6 days ago.
Honestly, it says more about you than it does about me that you're still talking about it.
It was 6 days ago.
I thought he was in. I thought he was on the list before.
God, that's such a good
move. For the reasons of, there's like 100 photos of Trump and Epstein together.
Yeah, the reason of proof.
And at one point in an interview, Epstein was like, "My very best friend in the whole world is Donald J. Trump."
Holy shit!
So I thought he was probably involved before, but like the icing on the, or the cherry on the whatever.
There you go.
Seals the, yeah, I'm good with metaphors, guys. I got them both. What sealed the deal for me was him pulling the, oh my gosh, got like faux outrage. Trump of all people being like, are you really asking me about Jeffrey Epstein right now? Get a life.
My God, that rules.
Oh, so good.
That's so good.
And I know that in 3 days it'll blow over, but right now the like Alex Jones freaking out and fucking Tucker Carlson freaking out and Joe Rogan freaking out is pretty nice. It's pretty fun to watch those people try to like twist like the mental pretzels they have to put themselves into to be like, this is bad, but also it's not Trump's fault.
What's Rogan's take on it that the lizard people are making him do it?
Yeah, their current theory now, like the people who just could not, like who would turn into a pillar of salt if they said something negative about Trump.
Yep.
Their current theory is that like the deep state, which means like George Soros, Hillary Clinton, and like,
and the guy, what's that guy's name that freezes on camera? Mitch McConnell. He's for some reason in there.
Yeah, he's there. Like this is like Nancy Pelosi, like all the most like geriatric. Like if you've seen it, George Soros looks like he's being artificially kept alive.
I gotta look that guy up.
Oh
yeah, holy shit! What's this guy's deal?
He looks like he like washes his eyes with vinegar constantly.
Oh my God!
Yes, like that guy's not doing anything. Anyway,
so nasty.
Their theory right now is that Trump had to do it. It was like a deal with the devil, where he in exchange for the deep state agreeing to stop trying to kill him constantly.
Oh my God!
He said he won't release the Epstein files, which would implicate them, right?
Okay.
So it's like Alex Jones is like, listen, I'm not happy about it, but like we want Trump, right? We want Trump. We want 4 more years of Trump. This is how we get it. If the deep state has their way, they're going to kill him. He had to make a deal. God. That's literally like, that's the pretzel they put themselves into, where they can't be like, maybe this guy who like has constantly lied, it was lying to us too. No, it's somehow like,
how do you lie when you're in pictures and quoted by the guy of being friends with him?
Dude, that's all just fake.
That's
like, fake, dude.
It's like the Jesus Christ, they just push it out of their head. So that didn't happen.
No, that's like, dude,
He was
listen.
friends with the maid.
Had every single phone number. The guy had like literally 15 phone numbers for Trump. That's just normal, dude. That's just normal
friends
business stuff.
friends with Trump had Trump's had Trump like touching people videos, but that's just what friends do.
That's you're dude. You're
That's
part of the
crazy.
dude. You're part of the deep state lizard
Not
conspiracy.
saying maybe I'm not necessarily saying Trump is like into kids, but he definitely probably fucked some 16-year-old girls at Jeffrey Epstein's island,
Oh yeah,
you know?
for like I'm if not do I Epstein definitely had those parties in New York also. Like the fact that like because the thing they say is like, oh, like Trump was in the black book, but there's no evidence of him flying on Epstein's plane, which one I would I I have no doubt that at that level of rich you can doctor manifests
Can't you just fly yourself there?
or fly on a different fucking plane. Yes.
That's
But like
crazy to
but
think,
like one
right?
of the things Trump said during, like in the first election or whatever, or no, I guess not the first election, maybe this one or somewhere between where he was like, people ask him and he's like, well, there's no record of me being on those planes. There's seven, there's a record of Bill Clinton being on that plane 7 times. I'm like, Bill Clinton was definitely there too.
Yeah, of
Don't get
course.
me wrong.
Bill Clinton was the horniest guy there.
Yeah, no question. But just because Trump wasn't on the plane or didn't go to the island does not mean he didn't get into some shit with Jeffy Epps.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. And if you're going to feel some type of way about anybody talking ill about Trump on this podcast. I'll talk ill about anybody, guys.
Yeah,
Trump,
that's the other thing.
Indian guys, Jewish people,
Yep.
black people, white people.
Not a Trump specific criticism because I'm sure all of those other fucked up rich people are on that list too. I'm just being an equal opportunity, calls them as I sees them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's anything wrong to say that Trump's a faggot and other people are faggots also too. Anybody in that sphere is just the worst
To be
of
clear,
all time.
if you have $1 billion, you are by definition a faggot.
Yes, exactly.
There is no good billionaire. You can only get that way by being a piece of shit.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And yeah, I don't know. I would I think some things are illegal to say. But yeah, Kamala Harris, she has a bunch of batteries in her. She's a draining lizard too.
Yes. Actually, I
Yeah.
don't even know if I give her that amount of status. That might be like pumping her up too
No,
much.
yeah, she's
Like Nancy
yeah,
Pelosi like accomplished some stuff, whether you
total
think it's
lizard.
good or not. Definitely a lizard.
Her husband got
Barely hiding
bashed
it.
with a hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, you kind of just get the sense they threw her into it, and she it was just like, whoa.
Kamala Harris couldn't manage a goddamn Courtyard Marriott. No, when like she would fall apart being the
Yeah.
GM of a Courtyard Marriott.
Yes. And like, not that I want to hear from her, but the fact that she lost the election and has vanished from the face of the earth.
Yes.
I think she's vanished. Is pretty telling.
Yeah, Kamala, show those fucking milkers. Let's just pull them out for everybody. Shut everybody up.
Bro, Kamala's
Let's see
OnlyFans.
those titties. Yeah. Let's see that OF, dude.
Honestly, that's how you know she wasn't corrupt.
That's true. Should be like, I need to get by.
I didn't set up a golden parachute for myself. I fucked up.
My Jewish husband still has separate bank accounts with us. I still
Oh my
have
God.
to pay. I have to Venmo on my end every month for all of our
Dude,
expenses.
the ultimate.
Kamala, where's did you see my Venmo request this morning?
What the fuck is that dude's name? Doug?
Yeah, Doug
Emhoff. Right?
Doug Emhoff. No way.
I think so. Is that not the guy?
Emhoff me Doug. Doug Emhoff. Dr. Doug Emhoff.
Bro, this dude's so white.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Millionaire or whatever on Shark Tank to me.
Yes, he very much does.
Oh, man. But yeah, all of them are faggots. So yeah, Trump's definitely a pedophile. Maybe not a pedophile, whatever you would call. I guess, yeah, obviously a 16-year-old's underage.
We don't have different words for it, but I know what you mean.
Very big creep. Anybody that was friends with Jeffrey Epstein was a creep, I would say. And if you're going to get to defend anybody that was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, what are we doing here? Who cares who the fuck it is?
Yeah.
If Michael Jordan was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, I'd be like, you know what? This guy's a fucking creep.
Yeah, I would be totally fine with like putting him in like a outfit with a lot of pockets and filling those pockets with rocks and sinking him to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
Because you know what, guys, everybody's heard it from their parents. You are who you hang around.
Well,
you know? Well, I'll bring that out.
People say maybe in the Spotify comments that there's not a lot of wisdom in this podcast.
Yeah,
but you guys just got some fucking free ass wisdom right there.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That's why we're starting off on this tip, because that guy brought it on. Fucking saying we're not locked in.
We just been seething for like 4 days when we read that comment, just mad about it.
How dare you? And if you still subscribe, then take it back. Comment again and say take it back.
Take it back.
Out of all, how are you gonna get off on that? You can't say good episode on the other fucking episodes.
That's also true.
You can't comment good app. You can't comment that on all the other ones. Fucking asshole.
Give you hours of free entertainment.
And yeah, everybody that fucking hangs around Jeffrey Epstein's a goddamn creep.
6 hours. Yeah, dude, fuck all that.
Everybody that hangs out at fucking what's that called? Kensington Ave in Philadelphia probably does heroin or does fent or any of those drugs.
Trank.
Yeah, because guess what? They're hanging around filth.
Bunch of trank.
Not on a soapbox, but that's just a real. Hey, and you could still support whoever you want to support. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, bro, I watched a video the other day. Somebody, it might have been Kensington. It was just one of those fucking streets in some city, and some guy, like some white knight do-gooder, which like I'm actually not criticizing that guy. Good on him for like seeing a guy on Skid Row who was like had a serious medical issue that wasn't necessarily just ODing.
Christ.
Calls the paramedics. They come because this guy's Crocs are filled with pus. Like his feet are.
Paramedics come up, shoot him in the head. We'll get back on the track.
That part of it is he had like the guy's like, oh, dude, your shoes are filled with water, and he's like, it's not water, it's pus. But the paramedics come, and the guy refuses to be taken to the hospital.
Yes.
He's like, no, I won't go. I don't want to do that. And like the paramedics are like, all right, man, fuck it. Like, those dudes just see that shit every day, and they see those same people constantly who just like never get better, and then eventually they die. So those dudes are cynical as fuck, and I can't blame them for that. But literally, like, the guy calls them, the paramedics. He waits with the guy until the paramedics show up. He's like, dude, your feet are bad. Like, if you want to still have feet in a week, you need to get those, like, not even
Shot
looked
off
at.
your
Like, you need to
fucking
get
body.
like help now. And the paramedics come, and the guy's like, no, I won't go. And the paramedics are like, bet, and they leave.
Oh yes, that's awesome.
But then the guy like shows the guy his foot, like takes his shoe off, and he's like, "Why is your shoe full of water, man?" And he's like, "It's pus." And his feet look dead. They already, I think, are dead. They're like yellow and brown. It's horrifying.
God, where'd
Don't do
you
that.
find this?
It was like it must have been Twitter because the video was too long to be on Instagram, but it was dreadful. Dreadful.
How old was the guy?
Not old, potentially younger than me. Like, definitely. I mean, who knows? Because that shit also makes like ages you like crazy. But
It's
probably,
pus.
late 20s, 30s, in a wheelchair, Crocs or whatever, full of pus.
I mean, that's the best shoe to probably have a bunch of pus in your shoes at, because it's easily they just whenever they fill up, they are gonna empty out themselves.
Yeah, dude. It's like it's like the Play-Doh. Those like,
yeah.
you smush the Play-Doh through a star-shaped hole. He's just, every time he walks, the pus just squeezes out his croc holes.
Oh God, yeah.
You're welcome for that mental image.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah. Oh God, that's terrible. Yeah, paramedics come out, just fucking stab him. Just stab him in the fucking heart.
I mean, the guy basically was like, dude, that could kill you. Like, which is true. If your limbs are so bad that they're like rotting off, you get sepsis, you die.
Obviously, yeah, no shit. That paramedic's
yeah,
like, all right, fuck this guy. Fuck this pus shoot filled fucking idiot.
Ew.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Ew, no, not today. Not today.
I love being a paramedic. Like, any interaction, any weird interaction I'll think about for like 2 days. You're a paramedic. Those guys didn't think about that once after that, of leaving that guy behind to like die slowly. They had no second thought. They're like, all right, we're out of here. We're on to the next one.
Yeah.
Not at any point in that day we're like, I wonder how that pus-filled guy is. That didn't even cross their fucking mind.
I mean, I gotta figure, because they're like the front lines. I think we talked about paramedics last week or week before or whatever, but
they deserve more.
They for sure deserve more. They see how, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like how fucked up the medical field is for many reasons. And so people, I think it's probably easy to get cynical about people who like don't seem to care.
Yeah,
like somebody like that who's like not taking care of themselves, living on the street. Obviously, there's like reasons for that, whatever. But they're just like, yeah, dude, like, I don't have time for that. There's people who desperately want help, desperately need help, and cannot access it. And I can't do anything to help them. While I'm getting called for this person who would die tomorrow and not care. So I don't know. It's tough.
Ew.
God, cover that up.
Oh, God. Shoot both of them. Shoot the guy with the camera. Shoot that guy in the head. Get back. Hopping back in is the funniest idea to me. All right. Wee, they're just driving away. Like I said, I just picture all paramedics like the ones in Grand Theft Auto, where it's just NPCs hopping out.
Yes.
Running into the side of the truck and then helping somebody eventually.
Oh, man.
Oh, but yeah. Real quick, let me go back and I'm going to go through the presidents that I can remember. And I'll give you my feedback on them.
Oh, I like this.
Who was before George Bush?
Which one?
The latest one.
Clinton.
Pretty all right. Clinton, creep, total pedophile. Kind of cool. Kind of did only cool because of the saxophone.
Yeah, cool because of the saxophone. He, as far as Trump's got a great voice, but I would say Clinton ekes him out in terms of presidents of my lifetime who have like the funnest voice. Clinton had a real good
did he
accent.
blow a bunch of people up? Did he bomb people?
I
I might
think
be a
every
little young
president
for that.
since I think that's a pretty normal thing. I think American presidents have to blow a bunch of innocent people up. It's like a rule now.
Yeah. Okay.
It has been for quite some time, so I can't hold that against him. I don't think he had any wars as significant as anything after him. I think he dealt with like Bosnia.
Oh, okay. Nothing. Okay.
For
Well,
our listeners in the Baltics, I think is correct. And if that's wrong and I've offended you, it's just because I'm a stupid American. But I don't know what happened with Yugoslavia and whatever and Bosnia and all that. But I think we were involved, and hopefully we did the right thing. Or not. I don't care.
So yeah, I don't know much about him. Creep, pedophile, slightly cool.
Yeah.
Also seems like a major fuck up. He's like fucks up constantly. So yeah, that guy didn't have it together. Total reptile too.
Oh, big time.
All right. Next you said is George Bush.
After Clinton? Right? Well, either way, before and after Clinton is a George Bush.
I don't know the old one.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
After Clinton, wasn't he a CIA guy?
Yeah, among other things.
Probably a pedophile too. Yeah, definitely. Latest George Bush, the 9/11 George Bush.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now that I look back on him,
it's crazy.
Everyone hated this guy. This guy kind of rocked.
Yeah. When I think about me in middle school, like punk kid who thought George Bush was going to ruin America and he was a fascist, and I remember writing an essay about it.
Nice.
With like citations of like ways I believed he was violating the Constitution. I thought he was the worst person on earth. And yeah, looking at, again, presidents of my lifetime, I'm like, he might have been the best one.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if I just go back, like, not best one in terms of did stuff. Probably not that. Okay. But like, normalist guy, probably. That clip of him fucking golfing,
the all-time clip ever.
All-time clip.
Throwing a strike in the first pitch after 9/11 too.
Yeah, cool dude.
All right.
Maybe not. Maybe best presidents is the wrong way to phrase that. But best dude.
He clearly bombed the shit out of a bunch of people. But he had to.
What choice did he have?
Yeah.
One of the first times we had no choice.
I would have dropped a fucking nuke on those guys.
Yeah.
So kind of a pussy for not dropping a nuke. Unless he did too.
Oof.
Wouldn't you? I would go over Afghanistan, drop a fucking nuke.
I mean, it would have been funny.
How about that? Yeah, what is it? So yeah, he rocked. He was funny. He does the funny the eye exchanges.
He does the eye stuff still to this day. Dodged 2 shoes.
True. Yeah.
Name another president who dodges a shoe and he gets the shoe thrown at him and he ducks, which is like
pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Like good reflexes. And then the CIA or the Secret Service is like freaking out and like clearly about, and he like backs them off. He like holds his hand out like, no. It's just a shoe. Like, oh my gosh. The like effortlessly just like deals with the situation of him is still impresses me.
He didn't even give him the like, hey, knock it off. He didn't even do
He
that.
thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. He's smiling after the first shoe.
Second shoe comes, he still gets away from it, right?
Yeah, he dodges the second shoe too, and he's smiling. He's getting attacked by some like angry Afghani, and he thinks it's funny.
He's like, "Whoa, forgot they had two shoes."
Trump would have whined about it.
Yeah.
Obama wouldn't have been able to dodge the shoe. Like Obama's got good qualities too. That shoe would have hit him in the face.
Yep.
Probably Joe too.
Joe would have fucking perished from a shoe.
Yeah, Joe would have been the first president to be assassinated by shoe.
He would have fucking died, dude. If you threw a blanket over the top of him, he would have been assassinated.
Yeah, doesn't even hit him in the face, glances his shoulder, and he gets knocked off balance, and every bone in his body breaks.
He's killed, dude. George Bush also, I think he's all. People say he was off and on the wagon. I don't know. Maybe he has a problem drinking.
Oh yeah, I think he was maybe sober by the time. No, I don't remember. But yeah,
can't be sober dealing with 9/11.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's allowed to have a drink.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he was like, no, yeah, I think there was a movie about him, and he was like a party boy in like college and stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay.
And maybe I don't fucking know. From Texas.
Kept all of his hair. He looks pretty much the same right now, I think.
Yeah.
What did he do before? Was he like the governor of Texas or something?
Yeah, he was a governor.
Yeah, of course. I think that he owned the Texas Rangers, the baseball team.
That sounds right.
Let me see. I gotta fact check that. Yeah, George Bush so far, guy fucking rocks.
Yeah, not endorsing everything he did.
He was the owner of the Texas Rangers. Holy shit.
Yeah, but in terms of like
part of the ownership group, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he does paintings.
And now he does paintings and shit.
Yeah.
Got out of politics, enjoyed his money, did paintings, doesn't really comment on stuff, like golfs a bunch, doesn't really comment on stuff, like has barely ever. And I like that. Like, mind your own fucking business.
Yep, that's how we do it here.
Or it's like dignified, frankly. It's like you know, it's like he's like, I'm above giving my opinion to the news.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
So yeah, he's like I said, if I had told 2002 me that, I'd be like, George Bush, not that bad. That'd be hard to believe. Dude. And here we are in whatever year it is.
Obama after George Bush. The Obama, the hope picture of him,
Shepard Fairey, yeah,
people had on MySpace. Pretty cool.
That was big.
Pretty cool. Shepard Fairey, Providence, Rhode Island, RISD. Shout out to that guy.
That's right. Yeah.
Still some of his original pieces around Providence that you could see on some walls.
That's cool.
But Obama, first of all, black, gay black guy.
Yeah.
Just off the top.
Yeah.
It has everything to do with politics. Yeah, I don't know. He bombed a ton of people. And yeah,
I think he holds the record for most people killed by an autonomous drone.
Oh, that kind of okay. But maybe was that when drones were really popping? Like it was like the hoverboard of presidencies where he was like, I gotta fucking use this no matter what.
Yeah, I think we had like just I think we had Predator drones during Bush, but I think like Predator drones were like popping off. Yeah. And everyone was like pretty tired of Iraq and Iran and Afghanistan and shit. Like nobody wanted to have like a troop surge.
Yeah, of course.
But we still, I guess, needed to do stuff. I mean, he did get a Bin Laden, so.
True.
But he would just be like, all right, I'm not going to send like a platoon of human beings to do this military operation. I'm just going to have a Predator drone fly over like
not the best.
like an Afghanistan all girls school and drop a bomb on it. And that's how he dealt with it.
Yeah, no one's gonna like that. That's like working from home.
Yeah, he very much did war from home. He invented doing war from home because Bush knew how you had to get an aircraft carrier and put a bunch of people on it. And I'm not saying that was good, but that felt like a war. Obama would be like, yeah, we're just gonna have a fucking plane, an unmanned plane.
Why do you need to show up to the office? You're on meetings all day anyways.
Typical kind of I mean, if you think about it, typical kind of liberal mindset.
I thought you were going to say typical black guy, but yeah, typical liberal mindset for sure.
You picked up what I was laying down.
Typical black guy on Zoom where he has one iPod headphone in his ear and the other one dangling out.
Yes.
Or doesn't mute his mic the whole time.
You can just hear that he's at the gym.
You hear people coming in and out of his store of whatever he's managing.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
Obama, gay, black, bombed a lot of people. He
Got Bin Laden.
Fucked up the economy pretty badly, I think. Or it all happened under him. Maybe not his fault. Or it happened under you. It's your fault. That's
kind of how that works. It's true. You get the blame. Gave everybody healthcare that sucks.
Yeah, the healthcare thing. I guess it didn't really work, right?
I mean, if you're gonna do it correctly. Like we don't have universal. I don't know. I didn't care until I had to get healthcare myself, and it took 9 months. Not really. How long have I been? It took like 4 months to actually get it, and it was just like the number of letters they sent me is absolutely insane. I think I've received 30 pieces of mail.
Okay.
From healthcare that were just like nothing. That meant nothing.
They were like, we've processed.
Not even a claim because I didn't have insurance yet. I was just trying to get insured, and they were like I got letters that were like, we're currently still reviewing your application.
Nice.
Just to inform you, if the review is not complete by May 10th, you won't be eligible for coverage until June. And you're like, okay, why are you sending me mail? And then at one point they said I was approved. And so I enrolled in insurance that it said I was eligible for based on like my whatever situation. And then they were like, then I got a letter after I enrolled that was like, you have to pay your premium or your whatever premium, I think it is, before the end of the month for your coverage to begin. And so then I went online to try to pay the premium and it wouldn't let me. So I was like, that's weird. And I was like going to call them the next day. And then I forgot. And then I got another letter saying that my policy was canceled. And I was like, that's bullshit. So then I called them and they were like, oh, yeah, you actually can't enroll in that policy because you have no income. So you have to enroll in this other one that was like, it was dope because the one that I enrolled in cost like $40 a month. And this one was free. But then they were like, you have to enroll in this one that's free. And I was like, okay. But then they sent mail. Like they sent me the policy for the one that they had canceled that arrived. That arrived after I had been told it was canceled. So then 2 days I got that. And then 2 days later, I got the letter that it was canceled. And then 2 days after that, I got the new policy. Just like, stop mailing me things. So anyway, that's my feeling about government healthcare is that make something that doesn't suck. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do something crazy like that, everyone's going to want it to fail, or like everyone who hates it is going to want it to fail. So you have to make it airtight, and this experience has sucked. Anyway, sorry,
Okay.
I went off. I went off the rails.
Also, he might date a man. That goes. That's like one of those arrows that points both directions.
Killed a guy. Killed a guy and
points
the chef or whatever that he drowned in a pond.
That's under the gay category.
Yeah, it's under gay.
After might date a man because his wife might be a man. Killer, murderer, because he killed the gay. That's like two different columns, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you get to kill one gay chef for every Bin Laden you kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think you get to kill someone close to you every presidency. Probably look into it, right?
I think, yeah. I bet
Trump's first wife died. He buried her on like the 7th hole on his golf course.
Yes. Oh my God, he's such a fucking psycho.
Obama, his gay chef boyfriend died in his lake. He probably buried him at the bodega or something. I don't know where.
He's got a necklace with his ashes in it that he wears all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Obama ruined the economy, gay, black, killed, murderer, married to a man. Healthcare bad. Obama phones bad.
Oh yeah, cash for clunkers. Remember that?
No, what was that?
I think he was trying to get all the not bad, like old cars off the road. You could, like, if you had a car that was from like whatever year that was, like 1997 or earlier, you could bring it in and they'd give you like $800 for it.
Okay.
Buy a new car, and they'd fill the engine with fiberglass or something so that it could never be used again.
Oh
and then
my God.
Then everyone got pissed because all these like salvageable cars were inoperable.
Okay.
He did that. That was interesting.
Okay. Now, Trump first term.
Mm-hmm.
How did it start off? I think that was towards the end.
COVID was towards the end.
Yeah. I don't know how the beginning started off at all.
I don't remember 2016.
Yeah, I don't either.
Or
probably pretty chill. Pretty chill.
Also or 2018, really.
Pretty chill, probably too. Probably.
Yeah, from a like things perspective, I guess I probably have like a little bit of George Bush syndrome there too, where I'm like, I think at the time I was probably like really worked up about stuff where he's banning Muslims from entering. Like, what? Like people were freaking out about stuff. And then nothing really happened.
Yep. Chill. Trump first term, chill guy, funny guy. I think he did SNL.
Yeah. COVID, not so great.
Still creep, still pedophile, and that's just like the others.
Yeah.
Then towards the end, COVID happened.
Could have handled that better.
He could have done what he's so big on doing in defying the man, but he actually succumbed to the man, and we all got fucked because he listened to that fucking rat Anthony Fauci.
Dude, it's crazy how it's crazy how he always ends up with clean hands, though, where you're like, he at any time could have fired Anthony Fauci.
Yeah,
there's no law that prevents it. Like, he could have just been like, yeah, man, like, no.
Yeah, we need some better fucking some better shit going on here.
But he didn't, and then he just ends up being like, people are telling me that bleach is a really great way of killing it. So I don't know. Maybe if everyone drinks bleach.
But then also COVID, the best side of it was he did have a raging stock market, and interest rates dropped, so a lot of people were able to get some houses.
Uh-huh.
That's good. But yeah, big reason he might have lost was because of Anthony Fauci, that type of stuff.
Yeah, everyone's pretty pissed about that, and
Yeah, that wasn't chill at all. Why did that fucking rat fuck get to run the world for a year?
yeah, everyone was being pretty dumb. I think back on masks, and I'm like,
So stupid.
I was pretty dumb.
You see videos of crowds wearing masks, you're like, God damn it, we were so
Well,
fucking dumb.
people still talk about it, like on Twitter, like like right, ultra right people will be like, never forget what they made us do, and it'll be like a group of people wearing masks to try to be
Government did that.
like social commentary, yeah, of like of like don't don't ever be tricked again, and like yeah, I did wear a mask, but then I'm also like, and it did suck, but I'm also like, I mean, I sat at my, like we had to wear like masks in the office,
Yes.
but I would just take the mask off when I was like at my cubicle, or like you'd be like at a restaurant and you just like take the mask
Yep.
off to eat. It's like it was stupid. It was objectively stupid.
So dumb.
Um, like I understand why you wear it in a hospital or like around sick
Yeah,
people,
of course. That makes sense.
but it was just like the like
A bunch of healthy people wearing masks outside. Crazy.
yeah, that was some of that stuff was nuts, and then other stuff that yeah, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, like when they like shut down beaches and stuff, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like really,
Ruined the summer.
that was pretty weird.
Okay. So then Trump loses and it's Joe Biden. Good God. Good God, that was bad.
Yeah, that was rough.
That
That was dark.
that might be worse. Joe Biden, I would say, had a worse off presidency than Trump has had in both of his terms.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you
This,
have like the hindsight now of like knowing how things went,
holy shit!
and it's funny to think back on like how even in the beginning, I mean, even during his like candidate time where he'd fuck something up, like he
Oh
just
God!
would literally have like an old man like dementia attack,
Yeah,
and people would be like, it's not that big a deal, like he's very sharp, like
a
they were saying that
stutter.
like 4 years ago, like yeah, it's his stutter, like all that, making
He
excuses
had a
for him.
stutter in 1922.
Yeah, then you like look back on it and you're like, no, like every time he fell, all those like times he would like fall
Oh
off of
yeah. Oh
shit, and
my
like, or he
God.
just like, and then like why did he never do like for 4 years basically he never did a press conference like ever,
Yeah. True.
and you have like the hindsight on that and you're like, oh, like this was bad and everyone was covering it up, and not just like,
Is that the hindsight that they were like, yeah, this guy is fucked up.
yeah, and you could believe if it was just his, his cabinet and Jill and like his staffers and stuff, like yeah, it's their job. If he's like having a mushy day, they cover for him. I can believe that, and that's probably good,
Okay.
right? Like not a good thing that it happened, but like from a world perspective, if the president, you can't just like switcheroo the president. So if the president's like, oh, this guy is like having a bad dementia day, you cover for him because you can't let people
Mhm.
know that the president is retarded. That feels fine to me.
Oh yeah, that's a
What I
big.
don't think is okay is that they clearly had like the media in on it too. Like the media, like, he'd like fall off of a stage and then like shit himself. And then the media would be like, it's not a big deal.
That'd be yeah.
Everyone is, listen, he's
He
not a
fucking
spring chicken,
rocks.
but
Actually,
and it's like,
he's so
then,
strong.
yeah, that's what like leads people to not trust any of it when you're like, oh, clearly you were all covering for him. And like, now in retrospect, why were you doing that? Unless, unless somebody was texting you or calling you or emails go off and they're like, hey, fucking, I don't know, Joe Scarborough, we need you to like say good things about the president today, and he just does it. It's like, all right, well, you're a fucking shill now.
Oh my god.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
And they're still doing it. And they still
So
fucking do
yeah,
it.
dude was sucked. His last debate or whatever, when he totally was just not speaking English. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. That was
Yeah, a
absolutely wild.
lot of fucked up shit. Groceries are insanely expensive from that time. I would say they just went up every day basically, in cost. I think gas was at like $6 at one point.
Yeah, there was some wild stuff going on.
At one point we didn't have gas too. Pretty fucking 2021. There was just a gas shortage. We're like, hey, we don't have gas. That was terrible. A lot of stupid shit. A lot of fucked up shit. He did cover for his very pedophile son, who's probably a rapist and definitely an avid drug user, and probably should be in jail for a while, or maybe just shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, it's sort of crazy that he um I don't know what the right word would be. Like got pardoned and like that's that. Nothing there aren't any consequences.
Here's one thing that everybody can't disagree with, or on whatever the fuck side of it you are. Hunter Biden would have been very good friends with Jeffrey Epstein if they ever came cross path.
Mm-hmm.
I think the age gap might be a little different. Maybe they were friends, but yeah, those two guys would have hit it off.
Yep.
Absolutely hit it off. They're probably, that's how I think of, they're the same. They're in the same. Sharing the same T-shirt type of friends.
Mm-hmm.
One guy has one arm out of the right T-shirt hole. The Jeffrey Epstein has the arm out of the left T-shirt hole, and they're acting like they're the one person. Yeah. Joe Biden, bad, gay, old. Was he a pedophile?
I mean, he was definitely a creeper.
Smelled girls' hair.
Yeah, he did some creepy
Creeper.
stuff.
Total pussy also too, because in the Osama documentary, I guess he was the only one to be like, I don't think we should do this. And then Obama's like, fucking drop a nuke on the goddamn fucking house. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you know, that's Joe Byron for you.
Yeah, pussy. Never saw his vice president's boobs. Also negative. That's a very big. He's like, make her, you know, have her pull them out at least
Dump him
once.
out.
Dump them out. Dump the weird Rastafarian boobs or whatever they are that she has.
If you're not going to do press conferences, at least.
Yeah. Would you rate Joe Biden a total faggot?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
have to
so.
be. Yeah, sorry you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Why is
Him too, actually. I mean, again, not someone I want to hear from. Not someone I even
yeah,
care
he's
to.
gone.
Not yeah. If you told me that he like peacefully passed away 4 months ago and I just missed it on the news, I would be like, oh, okay. Like, wouldn't
Oh,
have any
okay.
trouble. Would not have any trouble believing that. But yeah, he's one too where you're like, okay, he lost the election. Stuff's going on.
Yes.
He was in politics for like 50 years. No one's asking him. He's not offering opinions. You just every now and then see a video of him on like Cape Cod, like licking a popsicle on the beach. Like, oh yeah, President Biden visited Nahant Beach today. Here he is eating ice cream. I go, okay.
Yeah, and also I guess he's gonna die soon from cancer, so that's pretty fucked up.
Oh, I forgot about that. I did hear about that. Yeah.
Um, Now on to Trump today. Probably the funniest guy maybe on earth. I'd say
Oh my
guy
God.
is fucking hilarious. Um, done a lot of crazy shit that I guess I don't really know. There's a lot of bureaucracy around it, if that's the word. I'm not going to comment on the federal slashing. I don't know. It doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't affect me. I don't give a fuck. I didn't get fired. Who knows?
Um,
Elon Musk, kind of a cuck move to bring him in because then he leaves and he calls you a pedophile. Not the best look.
this is true.
Also, you did kind of also a cuck move where you're like, hey, my friend kind of has a failing business. We're gonna bring him on the lawn with 3 of his cars, and I'm gonna say how good they are.
It's crazy how how like transparent all that is now, where he's like that shitty parade that we talked about like 3 episodes ago or whatever was like sponsored by Coinbase. It was like Coinbase
No,
presents
no way.
250th anniversary of the army. Yeah, literally. And then he was talking the other day about hosting a UFC at the White House,
Oh my
like
god.
having the UFC on the lawn of the White House, and you're like, we know you're friends with Dana White,
Yeah. What is go-
like, and you're the president. It's like it's not even that like he doesn't need it, and it doesn't benefit us at all. It's
Yes.
like why it's the weirdest. It's the weirdest like obviously UFC would be psyched about it because it's like a thing. It's like a big
Yes.
thing. But like what does America need to be? Yeah, I don't know, it feels tacky.
Okay.
And he does that stuff all the time where he's like what fucking president sells shoes?
Yes, exactly.
It is funny, but also like why are you selling shoes?
Dude, you know it, dude.
And then he made like $35 million on the shoes. So like that's why he sells the shoes.
Cock, dude. Stop hating on
Yeah.
him. Yes. So pretty fucking hilarious. Uh Bombing Iran kind of had to be done. I guess it was fake bombing.
No, I don't know about any of that.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that stuff.
Actually,
Uh
actually
Overall,
pretty fucking gay that Texas is like flooding and
okay.
he's having Netanyahu over at the White House. I actually thought that was pretty like he's like getting off easy doing that,
Okay.
personally, in my opinion.
Okay. Go ahead. Go off, King.
I don't really have any other thoughts there. I just think like we've kind of like set a precedent of like if you're the president and there's a natural disaster, whether or not it's helpful. Like he gave, I don't know if you remember, like I don't remember which one it was, Helene or Milton, but like he did a thing after one of those. It was the one that went through Asheville, so
Okay.
Milton, right? Anyway, uh Biden, and this was during the campaign. Biden didn't go
Gotcha.
because he's Biden and like he can't go to the fucking hurricane. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, of course. He's too old.
Too old. Trump did like a press conference in front of a bunch of bricks. I don't know if you remember that, where yeah, they built the podium out of like bricks, like just
No,
bricks they found lying around
that's
to make
awesome.
make it look super working class. And he gave a speech about how like if he's president, he's going to help the people of North Carolina or whatever, South Carolina, whichever Carolina it's in, and like, oh look, Biden's not even here. Did that shit. So
Yep.
you're like, all right. That's a fair jab.
Okay.
But then when fucking like 200 people in Texas now got like washed away in a river, including like 80 kids, like summer camping kids. And he's like, well, I can't be bothered to go there. I
No
have to
way.
host the president of Israel. Bad look. Bad look for the guy.
Not the best.
Not the best look. Like, I get it. What can you do while there's a fucking while the rivers are flooding? But you go stand there and you tell people it's gonna be okay. We're gonna help you out. I don't know. My 2 cents. And also fucking fuck Netanyahu.
Yes. Okay. Stock market's up. Groceries still expensive.
Stock
We'll
market crazy up.
we'll
Respectfully,
see. We'll see if the groceries go down. He's still got basically 4 more years, so we'll
yeah, it's
see at
actually
the end of
insane
that.
how much has happened in
Yeah.
6 months.
So
Um,
yeah, be good.
yeah, I think Nvidia hit an all-time high today. Knock on
That's
wood.
pretty sick. Yeah, overall still very, very funny. And
Oh, still hilarious. Even when he's like not dealing with a natural disaster because he like literally like 3 days prior like defunded FEMA. Like couldn't have timed it better. Honestly, makes me a little bit believe that there's weather control because he literally FEMA like a bunch of FEMA's like online shit and stuff went offline on June 30th,
oh god,
and then this flood happened
multiple
on like
floods.
yeah, or the first round of flooding happened on like
Yeah.
July 3rd. Anyway, I don't actually believe there's Jewish weather machines, but then he hosts Netanyahu, so who knows? Maybe he had to bring
He
Netanyahu
did,
to the White
yeah,
House
he
to be
had
like,
to
turn off the weather machine.
calm the piece down with the weather machine.
Honestly, actually, uh, Israel bombs Iran. Trump bombs Iran too for some reason. Then Trump goes on TV and he gives that quote where he's like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing
Yep,
about Israel and Iran, and that probably
yep.
pissed off Netanyahu. Netanyahu flips on the fucking weather machine, Jewish
It's like,
weather machine,
boom.
starts flooding Texas. He's like, who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, bitch? And then Trump calls him up and he's like, turn off the weather machine. And he's like, invite me to the White House. We're talking this out. We're going to talking out how you're going to bomb Iran again. And that's what's happening right now.
Get in here,
That,
bud.
that might be it. Might have cracked the code.
Okay.
So if that's why, actually, I take it back. If that's why Trump hosted Netanyahu at the White House instead of going to Texas because he needed to bargain with Israel to turn off the weather machine,
Smartest man
then
alive.
that's fine. That's actually
Smartest
fine.
man alive.
But still funny. I mean, today or 2 days ago when he was like, Jeffrey Epstein, really?
Never heard of him.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know much yet. We'll see how it goes with him. Keep the stock market pumping and then get the groceries cheaper, we might be talking. And then there's all the other inner stuff that not going to comment on because I don't really know much about it.
Yeah.
But funny,
A
pedophile
plus
creep once
comedy. S
again.
tier comedy.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Maybe slashing people's jobs, not the best always, not too cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something has to be done. Everyone agrees something has to be done about the debt.
Yes.
I don't necessarily know that the bill he passed is the right thing, but like
We'll see.
we can't keep spending like
Yeah.
$30 trillion a year and not paying off our debt.
We'll see. Yeah. that's it for the episode. I guess. Sorry if this was a bad episode in your opinions, but I think all of it is satire and
We don't need to explain ourselves.
yeah,
I'm not
that's what
explaining
it is.
myself to anyone. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
Uh,
everybody. Everybody's a pedophile. Fuck the guy that's commented on the Spotify. Fuck everybody. If you haven't joined any of the Discord, Reddit, YouTube, fuck you too. How about that?
ooh, yeah, tell him.
You better start joining that stuff.
That's all right. We got all the politics out of our
I got
systems
nothing to
this
lose.
week.
I don't have a we don't have a fucking HelloFresh ad or a MeUndies ad or Sheath underwear ad. So yeah, I don't have nothing to lose. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
I'll talk about both sides of the party. All right.
That's fine.
That's it. That's it. Everybody, yeah. We'll see you next week.